have to do the learning. We are through rote learning. You have to learn these things.
Okay, this is question number 2 now, which states that Muhammad has 4 Scrabble tiles with the letters A, B, C, and D on them. He draws a letter at random and places it on the table. Then he draws a second letter and a third, placing them down next to the previously drawn letter. Okay, the scenario that we have got is that the cards are A, B, C, and D, and he is going to place them on a table surface like this. Let's suppose the first card drawn was A, the second card drawn was C, the third card drawn was B. So this is one of the different possibilities that may arise. Okay, so this is the scenario of the question. We are required to find out, draw a tree diagram to show the possible outcomes. Okay, for the tree diagram, it would be something like, first draw, it could be either an a B, or a C, or a D. Once A has been drawn, now for the second draw, A can be A can't be repeated. So for the second draw, the possibilities may be B or C or D. Similarly, if the first card was B, for the second draw, the possibilities might be A or C or D. Similarly, if the first card drawn was C, the second card may be A or a B or a D. And similarly, if the first card drawn was a D, the second card might be an A or a B or a C. Then for the third draw, once we have got A and B, the third draw may contain either a C or a D. And if the first two draws were A and C respectively, the third card drawn might be B or a D. Similarly, for this case, after drawing of A and D, we can have B or a C. Okay. Then for this one, two possibilities after having B and A might be C and D. And then after two possibilities of having B and C, now we have got either an A or a D. For this B and D, we can have either an A or a C. Then for C, after having C and A, the third card might be a B and then a D. Or this might be after CB, it could be an A or a D. Or after having C and D, it could be an A or a B. Then in this case, it could be after D. Yes.
सर पहले
Uh,
हम ऐसे तो नहीं करते थे, सेकंड ड्रॉ में हम ए बी सी डी सब लेते होते थे.
yes, because this question states that the first card drawn, it has not been replaced back. वापस replace नहीं किया. That's why.
ओह ओके सर.
Like for example, if you have got A, then for the second card and the third card, it cannot be A again. It would either be a B or a C or a D. Once, for example, you have replaced or placed this card D, for example, then in the third place, it can neither be an A nor a D. It would be either a B or a C. So that is how it is to be done. Okay,
Okay, sir.
for after having D and A, we have got two possibilities, either a B or a C. And after having a possibility of D and B, then you can have either an A or a C. And after having D and C, we have got either an A or a B. So this is the tree diagram that we have got. I hope it would be clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for your response. Now, after this was part A. Now, part B. What is the probability that the letters he has drawn spell the following words: CAD, then BAD, and then DAD? For part B, first part, CAD. Now, consider that the first card has to be a C. So, this, then the second card has to be an A. This, and then the third card has to be a D. This. So, it is going to be this possibility only. This is going to be this possibility.
तो सर
And
आंसर हम कैसे लिखेंगे इसका?
yes, now you need to see how many are the total possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 possibilities are there total. Out of these 24 possibilities, this is only one possibility that CAD should be occurring. C first, A second, and D at the third place. So this is the answer to part 1. And this is one of the methods that I've done, that it creates only one branch of this tree out of a total 24 branches. Second method could be method 2. There are first draw, then second draw, then third draw. How many possibilities are there for the first draw? Either it could be an A or a B or a C or a D. So we have got 4 choices for the first draw. Then once any of these 4 cards has been drawn and it has not been replaced back, for the second draw, we can have 3 of the remaining cards. And once we have drawn 2 cards, we are left with 2 cards. So the third possibility would be including those 2 cards. So multiplying them together, 4 3s are 12 and 12 2s are 24. Total possibilities are still the same, 24. And for CAD, this is one of the possibilities of all these possible 24 possibilities. So probability of getting CAD, it is 1 by 24. Now for part 2, which is BAD. Again, it would exactly be the same. Probability of BAD, it is going to have B, then A, then D. Only one possibility out of 24 possibilities. So its probability is going to be 1 by 24. And for the third part, which we have got DAD, who is going to tell me its answer? what would it be? Its answer is going to be 0. Reason? The reason is, once on the table, he has put the first card written D, the second card written as A. Since it has been already placed over here, so from the bag or from the cards remaining, he has got just B or C. So this card cannot be a D once again. So that's why its probability is going to be 0. So we conclude that any combination that involves a repetition of any card, that is not possible. So its probability is going to be 0. For example, if I say, what is the probability of getting of BAB? It will be a 0. What is the probability of getting BAA? That would be 0. What is the probability of getting CCC? That is 0, and so on. If there is a repetition, we cannot have a repetition, because once drawn, we have placed that card on the table and it cannot be uh, repeated. So that's how this question is to be done. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for part C, what is the probability that he will not draw the letter B? He will not draw the letter B. Let's check out the possibilities. Probability not a B. So what the possibilities we have got? That means either it could be an A at the first place. Now for the second place, not to have a B, either it could be a C, then D, or it could be a D and then C with A. Okay, then if it was not an A at the first place, rather it was a C at the first place. Now he has got two possibilities, either A on the second and D on the third, or D on the second and A on the third place with C at the first place. Then either it was not an A nor a C at the first place, rather if it was D card at the first place, now he has got two more choices, that A could be at the second place and C on the third, or C on the second place and A on the third, with D being at the first place. So these are the six possibilities which do not involve the letter B card. So the probability is going to be 6 divided by total 64. That will give us 1 by 4. So that is how it is to be done. Then part D. What is Muhammad's chance of drawing the letters in alphabetical order? Part D. Like 1, 2, 3. The alphabetical order of the letters A, B, C, and D would obviously be suggesting that A should be at the first place, B should be at the second place, and C at the third place. So this is the combination he is asking for. From the tree diagram, you can see A, B, and C. It is the only one branch. So its probability is going to be 1 divided by 24. 1 out of
तो
24
ये
chances.
दोबारा समझा सकते हैं?
Yes. The question was, what is Muhammad's chance of drawing the letters in alphabetical order? Alphabetical order means drawing these three cards in such a way that the first card should be the first letter of English alphabet that we have got over here, that is A. The second one should be B, and the third one should necessarily be C. And these should be following the same order. A first, B second, C third. So from your tree diagram, A first here, then B second here, and C third here. This is the possibility we are talking about.
ओके सर समझ आ गया
So this is it. So 1 divided by 24, that would be its answer.